Hello, everyone. This is Hans. Hope everyone's doing awesome. Had a wonderful week. I just want to check in. Hope everyone's doing well. Sorry, I've been under the weather this week. Dealing with sick, but hey, I'm feeling freaking better and waking up every day, having a coffee, reading the Bible, proud to be American, and not being offended. But I gotta look up some interesting facts of some of the haters. Okay, I'm gonna tell you more about Platkin. Okay, this guy is so obsessed with Trump, though. It's not even funny. How is this guy suing Trump after Trump on everything? He even promised to sue everything, even before Trump got elected. Like, if Trump, even in the day he won election, he said that, oh, we're preparing to sue. And guess what happened? He made a statement about we have long counted on a partnership with the U.S. Attorney's Office to keep New Jerseyans safe from harm, but instead focusing on the pressing threats that matter to New Jersey families. Interim U.S. Attorney Alina Habba has chosen to spend her time engaging in political stunts, often making irresponsible, unethical statements on cable TV or social media without bothering to understand the facts of law and issues. Charging a member of Congress who is conducting lawful oversight is an extraordinary step that requires clear evidence of criminal conduct intent. Prosecutors have a duty to discharge their powers responsibly and fairly, and Alina Habba would do well to remember that. Well, let's get to the fun chase here. I did call him out that interesting how Matt Platkin lectures others on political stunts while using his office to play defense for corrupt allies. If there's no wrongdoing, the facts will bear that out. But undermining a federal prosecutor for doing her job reeks of partisan panic. New Jersey deserves justice, not deflection. And I had a lot of people say, I got over 91 likes. Everyone agree with me, but from looking at 12 comments, I mean, some people told me to, like, how about shut the fuck up, Hans? Or like, and I made every comment saying, wow, that's rich coming from someone who probably thinks free speech means only people I agree with talk. And it's nuts. So people are flipping out over the comments and like, come on, guys, what is wrong with you? I mean, the Democrat Party isn't what it used to be. Isn't it supposed to be about a party of love and tolerance? Like even if you don't agree with people in politics, something to have a proper discussion about instead of name calling, pulling in the race card, calling someone a racist, and making all false accusations. You know what? Majority of voters are fed up with this crap, and also this is why everyone left the Democrat Party because of this crap. Is with all the baiting and stuff. And look, I don't care if you're a Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, or Independent. Facts are facts. I believe in due process. I mean, it's the court's job to decide, not the mobs. I mean, I want to apologize for speaking the truth. I mean, facts over feelings. Think critically and do your research. That's what I'm going to encourage everyone to do. And also, I can tell you, it's wild how the moment someone challenges a corrupt elite, the mob screams political stunt. I mean, no, this is accountability. You don't get immunity because you're in Congress, especially when you weaponize your office. If the facts aren't there, a court will remove it. Until then, save the tantrums. There's facts over feelings, and it's crazy though. And also, too, this happened over to Congresswoman Monica McKeever. When she got charged, and this is crazy though. Members of Congress have the authority to enter ICE facilities whenever they want to. No, members of Congress do not have unrestricted authority to enter ICE facilities whenever they want, while they have oversight responsibilities and can request access to inspect federal facilities, including those operated by ICE. Access is subject to coordination with the Department of Homeland Security and ICE. The Government Accountability Office notes that congressional oversight involves requesting information and using facilities, but ICE can impose conditions such as advance notice or escorted visits to balance security and operational concerns. For example, like stuff like that. I mean, Jesus, why are people flipping out over this? I mean, it's the same though. I mean, I had a lot of people agree with me, and then they had a great conversation. I mean, whatever happened to a decent conversation we have with people? I mean, people are getting flipped out over knowing the freaking truth though. Like it seems like mental health has become a big issue these days. So I'm just speaking the truth and facts. I mean, there's a lot of rules and laws behind it. I mean, there's a difference between rights and privilege, though. I mean, also, too, questions is, are members of Congress allowed to assault ICE workers or members? members of Congress have legal authority to visit ICE facilities oversight as granted by laws like the Consolidated Appropriation Act 2020, but must follow facility rules. Assaulting ICE workers is illegal under federal law Title 18 USC Section 111. Also, applying every allegedly assaulted officers in an ICE facility. Citing body cam footage, McKeever denies this, claiming the church is politically motivated. Like, come on. You obey the rules, be respectful, and that's it. You don't assault officers and shove them just because you don't get what you want. That's not how the world works. If you want to, I mean, let's say if you want to make an appointment to a federal facility like FBI or governor's office or anything, you don't just walk in there like you own the place. You have to make an appointment and like everyone else and make coordinations and do all the steps. So, and do follow the guidelines because there's rules to follow. Though, I mean, if I make an appointment, then have interview or something like that, or want to check some things. Also, too, there were some reporters who went to Texas and other parts of states. They actually request advance appointment through there, and they never had issues. So, a reporter that was out of Houston, but now in Dallas, pulled out the facts about, yes, you can visit ICE facility, but also there's protocols to follow and do that. But I mean, Democrats always say no one's above the law. So seriously, are you really above the law when it comes to visiting the facilities like that? No, you just got to follow rules. So, and quite frankly, I'm not going to get canceled over this. So too bad. We'll see how that goes. Though. Also, too, guys. Yeah, I've noticed some people got mad at me on in the comments on TikTok. So I want to give you guys a shout out. I mean, some of you guys were saying, yes, I do honor and support law enforcement and everything, but then some of them were attacking me, saying, "Oh, you're not helping turn New Jersey red," and all that stuff, and then saying I'm anti. But okay, we like to point facts to me. It's crazy. I mean, the Democrats were behind when defunding the police movement back then. I mean, we've seen Bill de Blasio, Al Sharpton, and other people in Biden, and even Kamala Harris. They were part of defund the police movement, which is crazy. And it's insane. So where's your two side stories? And I mean, it's insane though. I mean, I back the blue. I'm not going to apologize for them. Also, too, I'm not going to apologize to the mob and bow to you guys. No, like also too, I want to give you guys a good shout outs. I mean, whenever everyone makes negative comments, you know what happens? You guys are helping me with algorithm and growth. So I do want to thank you guys for the love and support. I mean, you guys truly help make a huge difference on there. So I mean, you can keep going all you want, but it's not going to stop me. I'm not going to be canceled. I'm still going to be on there, and you won't shut me down. But yeah, if anybody wants to have an awesome conversation, you can always let me know, and I would love to have a good conversation about all that important stuff, though. And it'd be good, though. Also, too, guys, I mean, we got a lot of good things coming up, though. I've got a couple speakers I got in mind, though, that's coming up soon. I think I'm looking to see if the person come in the next couple weeks, but hasn't been confirmed. So I'm talking to someone who's a big media mogul who I know who's a friend. It's one of the largest article media in the world in the country, though, with a lot of followers. And, you know, my friend Kyle, but I'm going to see if I can bring him on, though. Still working on coordination with him. Like I said, you got to make an appointment and set everything in protocol. So I did hit him up. So I think it's a big good, though. I mean, he's a guy that was behind the snowflake test, applying for a job. He wants to make sure everyone loves their country, thick skinned, and everything like that. And, supporting our police and country and the flag, like I think it'd be great. We could have a conversation, beer conversations like that. And it'll be totally unfiltered. So we'll see how that goes, though. I mean, I'll keep everyone tuned, though. Also, I got a couple speakers, from Young Americans for Liberty and also some other organizations and also from Make Liberty Win Pack. So I'm going to see if I can get more people on and we can talk about the important issues that's going on in the state of New Jersey, though. And we'll see how that goes, though. Yeah, also, too, guys, I got another news I got to tell you guys. I mean, I don't know how to say this. Okay, Phil Murphy just, was bragging about this. like, okay, every time when the Republicans come up with a successful bill, somehow they always complain and attack people for this. No matter what. I mean, even let's say if you cure cancer, but Democrats still find ways to complain about it. It's like an illness. Like it's just sad what's going on. No matter what you do, even if you're doing something right, I mean, even if you're cutting government wasteful spendings and cuts, so you can get more money in pocket, and people are still pitching about this, and it's crazy. So, I mean, some of you guys heard me not swear before, but I gotta tell you, a lot of us are waking up and tired of this garbage, and like status quo. So that's why I'm gonna speak straight from the chest though, and be straight up though. Okay, this is what sorry, Governor Phil Murphy, aka Snaggletooth, said. He said the GOP budget is a disaster for the American people. By passing legislation overnight, House Republicans are clearly aware that their extreme far right agenda does not reflect the values or priorities of our fellow citizens. And he wrote, this bill is a disaster for American people and the people of New Jersey. By passing the legislation overnight, are clearly aware of there. And also in one fell swoop, this bill would rip away health care coverage from struggling families, cut food assistance for our most vulnerable neighbors and children, and raise costs on hardworking Americans. Congressman Kane Smith and Vander shamefully voted $dollars to home vacation only. Like, come on. I mean, this is what I called him out. I mean, Phil Murphy got a funny thing I got to tell you. I mean, it's funny how you call fiscal responsibility disaster while ignoring the real disaster you've created in New Jersey. Highest property taxes in the nation, business fleeing, and working families barely scrapping by. You bankrupted landlords, handcuffed police, and pushed your extreme agenda while claiming to represent our values. Newsflash, those aren't Jersey values. We're done with your political theater. Time for real leadership. So I did call out on Phil Murphy on all platforms. I called him out on Facebook, X, and Instagram. So we're gonna see how that goes. And you know what? I'm gonna call on everybody, and I'm not gonna apologize for that though. Even if some defenders want to defend Murphy or the Democrats on the policy, you know what? Don't do what the media tells you to do, or what CNN or MSNBC. Those aren't the real source. Just do your own independent research. Look it up. Excuse me. I tell people just look it up on the news, look up a news source, look up on the website. I mean, just look up all sides though and find out pros and cons. I mean, just don't tell them what Democrat leaderships or the media is telling you what to do or say. Like, come on. I mean, we all have ability to think for ourselves, so independently and do our own critical thinking. I mean, even RFK said that we could think independently for ourselves. I mean, not based on what Democrats are telling us or Republicans. I mean, based on it's right though. I mean, I'd rather have put more food on the table and hardworking Americans and do that and support small businesses and cut regulations and end the sanctuary status and uncuff police, let them do their job and hire attorney general, and we can do that. So anyway, if whoever wins the primary, I wish everybody luck. But Jack, if you win this, just please do the right thing. Listen to all people of the community, including the mega, the libertarian, the liberty movement. It's just listen to everybody. It's just don't put the status quo or the establishment or the uniparty at first. Just ensure the people comes first before politics. And also find a rightful attorney general. I could tell you, Daryl Kipnis is an awesome lawyer in the state of New Jersey. I think he'd be great to be attorney general because he did fight for our medical freedom and other issues in New Jersey. Like, this is not an endorsement or anything, but just a suggestion to do that though, even for Bill too. I mean, just find people who can care about for us. So, and we can see what we do what's right though for state of New Jersey. Also, I could tell you guys, as a governor, My goal is to repeal the state income tax so we can get more money in our pockets, and also too, I mean, cut politicians' salaries. So I mean, why did as a politician when you get elected, why do you should get more salaries than the voters? I mean, or hardworking people. Like, come on, I mean, getting over $100,000 a year or like 200,000 to just be before you're in office and stuff. Like, come on, it's clearly something is wrong. So I mean, why should we get all they should become the highest paid politicians in the country? Like, come on, I mean, it's all about serving the people, not taking advantage of the money and thinking like it's a job. You know, what I mean, it's not a career job. I mean, that's why I mean, I call for term limits. I mean, term limits is one thing. Also, maybe we can eliminate grocery taxes so we can get more groceries on our table. Even like eliminate property taxes so that way we can do it. I mean, if you bought a home and you paid off your home taxes, I mean, you shouldn't be punished just for putting a foot on your own property. You know what I mean? So might as well we don't have the stress free and everything. Like if you paid off your home, that's fine. I mean, you don't have to owe money and stuff. Like as long as you paid everything. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't understand what the big deal is or fiasco. So yeah, we'll see how that goes though. So anyway, guys, we got a lot of interesting stuff coming up soon. I haven't announced it yet, but I'm gonna announce it in a couple of weeks though. So you stay tuned though. Also too, I'm gonna announce it on here or when I have a guest on my show. So we can definitely figure that out and go from there though. If you guys want to give me a follow, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on X and TikTok and other platforms. But hey, I mean, if any haters want to have a great conversation, let me know. But hey, you're still helping me grow though, because I mean, the algorithm, the more people see, I mean, they reach out to me and we could talk about a lot of ideas in future. I know we're cutting short today, but yeah, I know I got a lot of plans for coming up soon next week on the discussion though. That's very important to talk about. I guess the only issue we had was that involved the ICE facility, that involved Governor Congresswoman Giver, and also Matt Platkin's, obsessive lawsuits after Trump, after. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, once one get elected, anybody else get elected. I mean, Matt Platkin are going to be out of the job anyways. I mean, we're tired of your taxpayers' dollars, you know, used on the lawsuit. You know what? I don't want my taxpayer dollars to be used going after Trump. We did not vote for this crap, so the money does not go there. So you do not have permission to use my taxpayer dollars. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I'll be off the air. Hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful day, and I'll definitely see you guys next week. Though I'll catch you guys soon.